I can't tell if I'm live. What's up, everybody? This is Coach MJ. I wasn't sure if I was live or not, but I'm pretty sure that I am. Hope you are having a phenomenal week. There's one more day to the weekend, and I wanted to come on here and talk about something that every business owner, every coach, and no matter what kind of business you have, needs. It's the thing that's present of mind with everybody, but a lot of times we don't want to talk about it because for some reason it's this secret sensitive topic, and that is of money, specifically the prices that you charge or will be charging for your coaching services. So I want you to get in here, share this video, go ahead and like it, comment as we go along to know, so I can know that you are engaged in what we're talking about. So today we're going to be talking about money and the prices that you charge. And a lot of times people struggle when they start a new business to figure out what they should be charging for what it is that they do, right? There's a difference between what you would like to make sometimes and what it costs you to bring your magic to the marketplace, and then what you're willing to ask a customer to pay. And it can be very difficult for new business owners, especially if they've never had these conversations, to really lean into understanding that they should be charging what they're worth and charging what they need to charge to make the money they need to make to stay in business. I've seen so many new business owners, especially when I was working with people to start retail boutiques, who are afraid to charge. Like they'll say, if this person was selling t-shirts, they'd be like, well, I need to be charging 30 or 40 bucks, but nobody would pay that, so I'm charging 20. Okay, well, you're going to go out of business really quickly, because if you need to charge 40 because of what it cost you, and so you can keep the lights on, but you're only going to charge 20 because you feel like that's what it takes to get people to buy from you, you're not going to be in business very long. And what usually contributes to this inability to charge what something is worth is because you don't understand the process of not only coming up with adequate pricing, but really presenting that pricing in a way that people are willing and eager to pay it, right? But specifically, we're talking about in coaching businesses. So all my Black female coaches to be, I need you to listen up. There are really three maneuvers, three steps that you need to take that are really going to finesse or facilitate you being able to charge premium prices. And it's probably not things that you would normally think about. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you're taking notes, go ahead and write this stuff down. So all of these are really either shifts you need to make in your mentality or attitude towards charging premium prices, or things that you need to understand, right? And when I say premium price, let me just kind of define that for you. Remember, I've told you in earlier broadcasts that a coach should not be charging by the hour, because your value does not come by the hour, how much time you spend. It's the results that you get for the person. So it doesn't really matter how much or how little time you spend with a person. If you're able to get them the results that they want, the time does not matter. So you should not be charging $50 an hour, 100, even 200, no matter what, because charging by the hour limits you. There's only so many hours in a day, and you as a human being cannot work all of those. As a business owner, you can't charge by the hour for all your hours, because as a business owner, you have other things you have to do to keep the business going. So that's going to cut into your ability to bring in revenue. And so charging by the hour, that's a loser's bet, right? Especially when you are a coach. So what should you be doing? You should be charging, like I said, by the result. And when we're talking about premium prices, if you get people who have some type of what they call bleeding neck problem, which means it's a real issue, even if they don't realize everything that it's costing them, or the extreme hurt that they might be in because they have this problem, it's your job to help them to realize it. And it's a bleeding neck problem that if they don't get answers, if they don't get solutions, if they don't get the transformation, their life is going to go further and further downhill in either one or more ways. But if they get that transformation by working with you, their life is going to go up, up, up. And because of how interconnected human beings are in all the facets of our lives, usually if one area of your life suffers, like health, it's going to affect your relationship. It's going to affect your finances. If your finances are suffering, it's going to affect your health. It's going to affect your relationships. If your relationship is suffering, it's going to affect your health. It's going to affect your finances, right? Especially if you end up in a divorce, if it's a marriage situation, right? So they're all interconnected. And so your ability to help them to get these solutions is worth whatever And then we're going to talk about in the midst of talking about these maneuvers you need to be making. We're going to be talking about how they can really count the cost of what it's costing them to not make this change. A lot of times when we are stuck in our situation, it's familiar. So even as we're saying, I want to be out of this situation, sometimes it's difficult to make the move to get out of it because that's out of your comfort zone. At least this familiar pain. You ever heard that phrase, that familiar pain? At least you know what to do with that pain, right? You know how to manipulate, you know how to navigate around it. I've seen people downgrade their lives and their lifestyles over and over and over again to accommodate less and less income, as opposed to going out there and doing what it takes to get back to the income level they were at, or even go beyond that, because it's easier to downgrade your life than to step out of your comfort zone. That's where coaches really find their value, is in helping people to step out of their comfort zone and not accept settling, not accept less than they deserve just because it's easier for them. Okay. But yeah, so when you look at your ability to charge a premium price, and we're talking thousands of dollars, $5,000 to $10,000 for a result that drastically transforms somebody's life, a lot of people will be like, oh my goodness, $5,000 or $10,000. And we're talking about for something that a transformation that may just only take several weeks to create. Right? Because again, you're not paid for your time, you're paid for the results. So if you can get somebody a result faster and it stops the bleeding in their lives, why would you want to drag it out to justify your price? No, you help them as a coach to look at what it's costing them to not move forward. I guess that's kind of segued me into the first of our three maneuvers. You have to recognize or understand the difference between price and value, and a part of that includes cost. So your price for your multi-week coaching experience might be $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. And at first that might seem like, oh, it's a 6 or 8 week program. Wow, that's a lot of money. That's $8,000. That's $10,000 a week. I'm sorry, that's $1,000 a week. Again, that's that time for dollars mentality. And that's where a lot of people fall short, because the job world has taught you to look at everything in terms of hours for dollars. But again, if you're helping somebody, for example, in that 8-week program, get and you might be charging $8,000 for it, but you're giving them a transformation that, helps them to live longer, which means they can make money longer, which means they can support their family longer. They can cut down or eliminate all the money they're spending out of pocket to go to the doctor and pay for medicine, all the things that you have to pay extra for because you're in poor health. The list goes on. And just the anguish, the mental anguish of dealing with whatever that constant pain or discomfort is that your health issues are causing. You take that, you look at the cost of that, the cost of inaction, the cost of staying stuck where they are. It's costing them way more than $8,000. It's costing them more than $10,000. Just on the out of pocket alone. I know when I'm trying to meet a deductible, I've been fortunate. I usually don't meet my deductible because I stay healthier, but those deductibles are high. So if you're meeting a $10,000 deductible, but you won't invest, a person wouldn't invest $10,000 to stop all of that. You have to realize that they don't understand the cost of inaction. Prices, it might be $10,000. It might be $10,000 for the result that you provide, but the value is, again, the additional life they're able to live, the more of the things that they're able to experience, because their illness is not in the driver's seat. They are in the driver's seat and the illness is gone, or at least over in the back seat, right? Being there for those priceless experiences, walking their daughter down the aisle and being there for their grandkids, and being able to, if it's a person that's dealing with weight loss or weight issues, maybe they can't fit into the rides at the amusement park, or they can't ride on a regular seat on an airplane because of their weight. So they're paying more for first class so they can fit. That kind of stuff costs, and it costs money in a lot of cases. But then time added onto your life, time is more valuable than money. So having those extra experiences and not being uncomfortable and sick all the time and losing time from work. And studies show that sickly and heavy set people earn less money, right? All of those things. And we're just talking about one type of outcome. I haven't even specified whatever that illness is. We're talking about a health outcome, but this applies in finances. This applies in relationships as well, that the cost of them not moving forward versus the value of what you're providing to them, it's always priceless, because you can't have your health restored, to have your relationship restored when you're on the brink of a $60,000, $80,000, $100,000 divorce. Right. People will invest in a premium price in what you do because of what you're helping them to avoid. People will pay to escape or avoid pain. They will, and they should, because guess what? They're already investing in counselors. They're already investing in legal advice. They're already investing in medical advice. They're already investing in school, whatever it is. And it really depends on what your coaching magic will be related to. They're already paying. And your job as a coach is to become very good at the price versus value and cost of inaction conversation. That's where your coaching skills and really your skills in serving them to the truth will come into play. And that segues us into the next of the three maneuvers that you have to finesse and make it super easy to charge premium prices. And that is understanding that you are not in the sales business. Say serving people. A lot of people roll their eyes like everybody is there as one who has integrity, as one who have a heart to serve. You whatever kind of pain they're in relationship. Oh my goodness, I've got to help them get out of this pain. Avoid a sales conversation. It's not really even a sales or an enrollment conversation. An individual out of pain. A particular space, because I've been in a few coaching spaces. I pivoted to this space because I remember what it was like to be in my cubicle prison. That's what I call the place where I used to work. Not the whole place, but the spot I sat in. It was a prison because I didn't belong there. It was a prison because I never fit in. It was a prison because I was called to something greater. It was a prison because I was always distracted by all the other things in my regular life that I could have been doing because it was not my path. For those of you who it is your path, that's fine. But for those of you who it's not, you're never going to be satisfied doing that when something's on your heart calling you to something greater. But anyway, I love what I do because when I see each and every one of you out there who's watching this video, who's still back there, I feel like Harriet Tubman in a way that needs to go back on the Underground Railroad and set more people free from their prison, from their enslavement. And again, I'm not saying every job is an enslavement to every person, but to an entrepreneurial minded person and to a person who has a greater calling, a greater purpose in their lives, it is a prison. Because you're spending most of your creative time and energy, your best ideas and all of that, trying to prove yourself in a space you're not even supposed to be in, right? And so when I think about people in that space, all I think about is I want somebody else, another Black woman, to feel like I felt when I was set free. When I was set free and was able to move into a space where I have complete control over my time and complete control over how much money I'm able to make. When I stepped into that space, it wasn't enough. People that know me personally will say this. Anytime somebody mentions wanting to go into business for themselves and leave their job, I'm like, yes, do it. I don't even need the details. Because I'm like, if that's on your heart, do it. That's me. And that's how I feel. So I am serving people. I'm serving you now by showing you the things that you need to do to get to where you say that you want to go, especially if you want to do it in the coaching realm. But really, this applies to any business that you want to go into. But keeping in mind, this second maneuver is keeping in mind you are not in the sales business. You are in the serving business, and you're in the business of providing solutions to real problems. A lot of people have almost a knee-jerk response to the word sales, the process of sales. Because when you think about it, anytime you feel like you're being sold or you are in a selling situation, what do? You retreat into buyer's defense mechanisms. You may even fudge the truth a little bit. Think about the last time you went to a used car lot, or you walked in a mattress store or in any space or got on a phone call. What did you tell the people? I'm just looking. Nobody leaves their home and drives across town to a car lot because they're just looking. You want to buy one. You might not be buying it that day, but you want to buy one because otherwise, why would you be there? At some point, you want to buy one, but you want to keep them off your back. Or when you walk in a clothing store and you don't want the salesperson to be hassling you. I know I do this. But my reason is not because I'm not wanting to buy. Mine is because I don't want to be bothered. But you tell them, I'm just looking. And they know good and well you're not just looking, especially when you end up at the cash register with stuff in your hand. You just wanted to be left alone, or you didn't want to feel pressured to buy. You wanted to have the experience to proceed the way you wanted it to. However, and so people have especially in the car business, but even sometimes in real estate or whatever, people have a very negative connotation towards spend. And so we are at odds with each other. And so when people have that kind of a thought process towards sales, it's no wonder you are resistant to wanting to become a person who sells. That's why you need to change your mindset towards it and realize you are here to help somebody out of pain. When your potential clients reach out to you, they're not reaching out to you for a friend. They're not reaching out to you because they're bored and just want to hang out with a coach all day. No, they want help. And you need to facilitate that conversation. So recognizing that you are here to really be on the same side of the table with them and say, what's going on? Or like a doctor, where does it hurt? You don't go to a doctor to hang out. You go there because you're not feeling well. And they would be disingenuous at best and in malpractice at worst if they, dodge the issue or say, well, I don't want her to think I'm trying to sell her medical procedures. Nah, she's in pain. She made an appointment. She came in here. Let me help her. Let me help him. That's what you're doing. You are a doctor solving a problem, right? You are a lawyer trying to help somebody stay out of trouble. You're not there focused on your money. Now, I'm not saying there aren't doctors and lawyers who are focused on the money. I'm talking about you and your service and solution-based coaching business with integrity. Remember, you're not in the sales business. You're not in the enrollment business. You are in the business of helping these individuals. And when you realize that, you won't have a problem charging premium prices. Doctors don't. When they charge you $10,000 for some kind of outpatient procedure, or I think I saw $5,000 on an MRI bill years ago, and I'm thinking that was before insurance kicked in. And I was like, wow, just to go through that little hole, huh? $5,000. Okay. They didn't have no problem charging me that, and I didn't get any explanation about it. So why should you, when you're solving a major life problem, and the MRI didn't even solve the problem, it just helped to get them some more data to solve the problem. Why should you, as a major problem solver, not charge premium prices? People are going to think if you're charging a cheap price that your solution must not be worth much. It must be a Kia Rio solution if you're just charging a little. Now, if you charge a lot, it must be a Mercedes solution. It must be a Porsche solution, meaning worth more. It's luxury. It's the best, right? When people pay more for something that's worth more. Right? Are there times when you can get something that's worth a lot for less? Yes. But the perception is that if it costs more, it's better in general. And that's what you have to focus on. You have to have them have skin in the game to make sure that they show up and do the work. That's the other thing. They need skin in the game to show up and do what you tell them to do. As a coach, you're going to be having your clients do a lot of things that are out of their comfort zone. A lot of things they don't know about, because if they knew these things and were comfortable doing them, they wouldn't need you. You're going to have them doing things that are going to stretch them. Sometimes you're going to make them mad because, again, you're not here to make friends. You're not here to make friends with your clients. You're here to help them solve a problem that they came to you to solve. You don't go to people's homes and force them to get coaching. They come to you. So you're not here to make friends. And the pricing helps make sure they show up. If you only charge a couple $100 for what you do, but you supposedly get them all the way to the solution, they're not going to show up. They don't care about losing a couple $100. Think about the last time you bought something that was cheap. Maybe it was an exercise program you found on the internet for $47. I've done it, or $25. Even though the content was great, I didn't stick to it because of maybe not being disciplined enough. because I hadn't paid that much. So if I don't do this thing, it's only $25. What's the big deal? And that's why I bought it. But when I've invested thousands of dollars in gym memberships and personal training, you best believe I'm there every time the doors are open, and I do everything the instructor tells me to do because I'm trying to get my money's worth. That mentality right there is what's going to create wealth for you when you have a real solution that people want. You charge more for their benefit. And that's not a gimmick or a game. That's just the truth. People show up. Think about the difference between going to public school for free in high school and you personally having to pay out of your pocket or with heavy student loans for your college education. Not parents paying for it like you had to. Maybe your parents couldn't support you going to college. Think about how you showed up to those classes. Weren't you there every time there were office hours? If you had a question for the professor, didn't you show up? Didn't you do the work? Because you know it's costing you $20,000 a semester to go to the school or whatever it cost you. And you showed up. Anytime something costs more to you, you're not going to squander it because you don't want to lose out. The same thing is true of your programs. You have to have them have skin in the game so they'll do what you tell them to do, as opposed to coming fighting you every step of the way, or I'm going to try it my way. If they're going to try it their way, that's their business. But if they have invested to be with you, they need to try it your way. And them being determined. You know, we love to get our money's worth. We love to get our money's worth out of something. And that's what charging premium prices. Actually, I'm giving you more than 3 maneuvers. It's probably more like 6 at this point. I hope you're writing it down. The other maneuver that I had in my notes, besides the ones I've told you already, is it's so much easier to charge high ticket, to charge premium prices for what you do if you become your best customer for other people and for yourself. What do I mean by that? I have seen people who are selling some type of product, charging a certain type of price, say that they themselves would not pay for their own product, not because they didn't like the product, but because it was more than they're willing to pay. And they didn't do well in their business. It is almost impossible to ask someone to do something you're not willing to do. And if you know that you're always trying to take the cheap route, always looking for freebies or cheap stuff, never willing to invest in yourself, you're not going to be able to get your clients to do it either, because you're going to be giving off a cheapskate energy. You're going to be able to give off giving off a I'm not worth it energy. That's what you're really saying. You think it's because you think that the value is not there with what the coach is doing or with the coach themselves, the person you're buying from. But what you're really saying is that you're not worth it, because they know they're worth it. That's why they're charging whatever. If you are always looking for a handout, a freebie, if you're always trying to nickel and dime your way through life, your clients will do the same thing. And the real bottom line is that you won't have any clients at the premium prices, and you'll be going back to the hourly approach or giving up and doing something else. And I don't want that for you if coaching is what's in your blood, if coaching is what's in your dreams, if that's what you really want to do. So that's you being your best customer to other people, also to yourself. And it's really tied in together. When it comes time for you to invest in you, in your business, do you try to take the cheap route? So we're not talking about buying from other people. We're talking about what you're willing to do for yourself. And it's really two sides of the same coin. When you start to level up, when you treat your life like a VIP, when you say, I'm not always going to take the cheap route, I'm going to invest in my business the way I invested in my college education, the way I invested in my home, the way I spent money on my car, the way I spend money on my hair or on my wardrobe. I'm going to take my business seriously, because guess what? My business gives me income and by way of revenue and a way of increasing my net worth. Those other things take away from your net worth. Everything else you spend your money on, right? When you finally say my business is worth it, because I'm not dabbling, I'm not playing or just sticking my toe in to see what happens. I'm serious about this because I want to be free from the 9-to-5 grind. You need to invest in yourself. That means if as a coach, you want people to invest with you to get their solutions, you also need to invest with your own coach to get what you need. As much as we as Black women think we can figure it out on our own, and we're the strong Black woman, it's not. Who's got that kind of time? You need taking so that you need to coach. Then how are you going to get other people to be coached by you? Right? Even though what you coach in your coaching niche might be different from business coaching, you need a business coach not only to help you to find your customers and know how to charge and how to reach them and how to get them into the coaching products that you have, but to also be an example to your clients that, hey, I invest in myself and so should you. I have zero problems looking a person in the eye and charging 10K or whatever it is for what it is I'm doing. Because first of all, I've had coaches look me in the eye and ask for more than that. And I paid it willingly because my business is serious for me. And yours has to be serious for you. But really leveling up to VIP is for everything in your life. Start treating your life like it matters. I'm not saying go out and squander, run up credit cards, spending top shelf for everything. No. But for those things that are going to help your life be better or put you in a frame of mind of leveling up, you need to do those things. And if you say, I can't afford them, that's why you need to be charging premium prices for your coaching business. And if you don't have one, you need to start one using the expertise that you have right now, going to the marketplace with a real solution to a real problem that your perfect tribe, your perfect set of followers is experiencing right now. And they will gladly pay you premium price, begging to work with you to give them your solution. And so we've talked about several ways that you can make it so much easier to be able to charge premium prices without apology, without hesitation, without getting stuck. But now it's time for you to put your money where your dream is and put your money where your mouth is, and then just put your actions. It's not even just about money. Money's the easy part. Put your actions where your dream is and where your mouth is. You've been talking about starting out as a coach, and you said you started, but all you really did was you said, I'm a coach, and you made a little website, but you haven't gotten the revenue. You haven't gotten the clients that you want, and the clients you do have, you did not get compensated adequately for what you provided for them. And you want to take your business to the next level. You're sick of struggling. You're sick of not being able to charge what you're worth because you don't know how or you're afraid to. Now is your opportunity to get rid of all those problems and step up to the next level in your business so you can create true freedom for yourself, income-wise and time-wise. And that's going to come by joining the upcoming Build Wealth While You Travel Challenge. Ladies, it's coming up. It is coming up, and I don't want you to sleep on this. Go to buildwealthwhileyoutravel.com right now. Next challenge is coming up 10/11. We only have, I can't remember the exact number, I think 47 spots available for you to get in on this intensive 4-day transformational workshop. You're going to learn everything from A to Z, what you need to do to put together a coaching business that allows you the flexibility to not only travel the world, but do all the other things that you either can't afford to do or don't have time to do, or both. Escape corporate America. Live the life of your dreams, but it starts with joining this challenge. You're going to be in there with a bunch of other Black women who have decided to level up their lives. They may already be in the coaching business and they need to make it better for themselves financially and time-wise because they're running out of time. Or it could be that you're starting out brand new. Maybe you don't even know how to start a coaching business. This workshop is perfect for you because that's who it's designed for. We're going to show you how to find your magical niche, how to package it in a coaching product that's going to have the market beating down your doors to work with you. And then how to take that and take it up to the next level and turn it into wealth for you and your family and the lifestyle that you want to live. Because it really comes down to, how do you want the next part of your life to live? If you're like my age, the second half of your life is in front of you. How do you want to live? Do you want to live still just talking about it? Or do you want to start being about the life that you say you're going to live? It's not going to happen by accident. You're not going to trip up and become a millionaire. You're not going to just accidentally slip into, oh, yeah, I looked up one day and all of a sudden my job was setting me up to have a wealthy future. Guess what? Jobs are designed to make your employer wealthy. They are designed to keep you broke, just over broke. Just over broke is what job stands for. It's not going to happen. No matter what you put in your 401k, it will never be enough to give you the level of lifestyle that you deserve and that you want to have. So go to Build Wealth While You Travel right now. While you're thinking about it, before you click off of this video, go there, grab you a VIP ticket. Don't settle for the basic economy. It's there, but you want to get everything. Remember, we talked about being your best customer, being the one that levels up, being the one that invests in yourself. Get you a VIP ticket and get ready. It's going to go down. All the information is there on the website. Go to buildwealthwhileyoutravel.com. You can see the topics, the times on there, but it really doesn't matter. I've already told you. You're going to start from square one and end up with a coaching business that can go to the moon if that's where you go, if that's where you want it to go. But it starts with you enrolling in this challenge. It's a 4-day challenge, not 4 full days. It's a couple hours a day. There'll be recordings available and things of that nature. But you can do this. But it takes you stepping out of your comfort zone. It takes you being serious about the business that you say you want to have. It's for you if you have been dreaming about becoming an epic, in-demand coach who travels the world and life is your oyster. If that's what you want, this challenge is for you. Build Wealth While You Travel challenge. It's going down right now. Go to the website. It's on your screen. I look forward to getting your registration forms and to setting things up so that you can be successful in the next 2, 3, 4 months, however long you want it to take. That's how long it takes, but it's not going to take that long because your tribe is out there and they're waiting for you to step into your purpose, step into your space so you can help them to overcome the problems that you uniquely are designed to solve. It's been my pleasure to share with you. I will be back tomorrow with another training. Meanwhile, get your ticket. Like I said, there's only 40-something seats available, and I want you to get one of them. So get your ticket, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Talk to you later.